Welcome back to AG Chelsea TV. This is a YouTube channel for news, stories, and analysis surrounding Chelsea Football Club. I will update new video every day. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. He's like an artist, Marcel Desailly blown away by Chelsea player, despite West Ham loss. Marcel Desailly says Carney Chukwuemeka was like an artist during Chelsea's 3-1 defeat to David Moyes' West Ham United on Sunday. The 19-year-old scored Chelsea's only goal of the game, as they suffered a deserved defeat to their London rivals, who were down to 10 men midway through the second half. That was a moment Chukwuemeka will remember for a long time because, after signing from Aston Villa last summer, he has found life tough at Stamford Bridge, including working under 4 managers. I like Carney Chukwuemeka because he is like an artist who comes onto the stage, said Desailly. He has got the ball. Now is my moment. Shine. You see the dribbling. He is sure about what he is going to do and he is clinical. I love it. That ball-carrying ability from Chukwuemeka, including the bravery he shows in taking the ball in difficult situations, is what Chelsea missed and West Ham pounced on. Chelsea signing told he should have taken ball off Enzo Fernandez for penalty miss. Jamie Redknapp believes Nicolas Jackson should have grabbed the ball off Enzo Fernandez for Chelsea's missed penalty at West Ham to kickstart his Premier League goal tally. The Senegal international was a bright spark as the Blues fell to a 3-1 defeat at the London Stadium, although he lacked cutting edge in the final third, Redknapp said on Sky Sports. He certainly excited me in pre-season in the summer series as well. He looked sharp, he was bright, he was good on the ball. He's got lovely touches, he works extremely hard for the team as well. There were moments in the first half where I thought, wow, what a player this guy looks. Unfortunately, when you're number 9 and a striker, you get judged on your goals. He needs one of those moments, like when Enzo Fernandez stepped up and took the penalty. I'd like to see him say, I'll take that. I'm a centre forward, I'll put the ball in the back of the net, because if he gets a goal, everything might happen for him. Look at these little bits of skill, he's got great attributes. There were some positive things from him today. I like what I saw, but you get judged on your goals. Another exciting signing soon, after Lavia at Stamford Bridge. It's been a hectic transfer window for the Blues, but their business isn't expected to be over. Chelsea's recruitment strategy since Todd Boehly took over has been to target some of the best young talent from around the world, rather than focusing on ready-made superstars. Just this summer, Chelsea have brought in Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, Leslie Ugartew, and Angelo Gabriel, who are all 21 years of age or younger. Last season, young stars such as Enzo Fernandez, Wesley Fofana, Benoit Badiashile, Noni Madueke, and Malo Gusto were among a host of players to arrive through the door at Stamford Bridge. Boehly is looking to build this Chelsea side with a long-term plan, which is why their difficulties last season might not be as big of a surprise as many would think. Another youngster Chelsea are being linked with is Lyon winger Bradley Barcola, and according to French reporter Fabrice Hawkins, the West London club are stepping up their interest. Now, journalist Jones has provided some insight into Barcola, and discussed other young targets Chelsea are looking at. The journalist adds that a player like Barcola hits the spot in terms of what Chelsea are looking for. He said, Chelsea's interest in Bradley Barcola is interesting as this is a player that has been hitting the radar of big Champions League clubs for some time. He's been causing a stir as he made his first steps into senior football, and both AC Milan and Manchester City have had temptations in terms of snapping him up before now. He's right on brand for Chelsea. He hits the spot in terms of talent identification, age profiling and sell-on potential if things don't work out. It's different from signing Mykhaylo Mudryk because he doesn't have that same guarantee of stepping into the Premier League this season and being able to do it, but, to be fair, nor do some of their other targets. Mauricio Pochettino confirms Chelsea are looking to sign another striker. Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino has admitted that the club are in the market for a new striker. After finishing last season as the 5th lowest scorers in the Premier League, the Blues have attempted to solve their goal-scoring issues via the transfer market. They signed France international Christopher Nkunku from Bundesliga side RB Leipzig and Senegalese forward Nicolas Jackson from Villarreal. However, an injury to Nkunku in pre-season has left them light in the final third, with Armando Broja still injured and Romelu Lukaku expected to leave the club. Jackson has been given the responsibility of leading the line for Chelsea's opening 2 league games, including Sunday's disappointing 3-1 defeat to West Ham United. Speaking after the match, Pochettino revealed that the club were hoping to sign a forward before the transfer window shuts at the start of September. It is a difficult situation because we had two strikers in Nkunku and Broha, but they are injured. Pochettino told TalkSport, "It is not easy in this moment to find the right profile. We are in the process, working to see if we can add some players in this area, but it is a job that is not easy for the club. For sure, they are working really hard to add some players. If it is not possible, we need to wait until Nkunku and Broha will be ready and we have the help of Mason, Burstow. I don't think the problem is that we need another striker. The chances that we created, we need to be more clinical. It is not only the strikers that need to be clinical in front of goal. Chelsea had been linked with a move for French striker Eli Wahi, who decided to remain in France and sign for last season's League One runners-up Lens. Mauricio Pochettino gives verdict on Mykhaylo Mudryk's display after Ashley Cole criticism. Mudryk has struggled to live up to expectations since joining the Blues back in January for £87 million from Shakhtar Donetsk and started Sunday's derby clash against the Hammers on the bench. The Blues had bossed the first half and went in level at the break but lost their way in the second half. Something that former Chelsea left-back Ashley Cole felt was down to withdrawal of Carney Chukwuemeka, who was replaced by Modric after picking up an injury. Cole went on to question the forward, telling Sky Sports, "Maybe the substitution, Chukwuemeka coming off and Modric going on, caused an issue. They lost a bit of impetus in the game. They weren't getting the runs in behind between right-back and centre-back. It was all then too easy for West Ham." Pochettino will have understood the context behind the change, but I felt they lost a bit of ability to drive beyond and cause West Ham a problem. They lost a little bit of power and impetus to sustain attacks. In light of Cole's scathing verdict, Pochettino was quick to defend Mudryk's performance after the match, with the former Tottenham boss suggesting that efforts must be made to rebuild the talented Ukrainian winger's confidence. Modric is still yet to find the net for his new club, despite making 19 appearances in all competitions since his blockbuster January transfer. Pochettino has no doubts, though, that the forward will find his feet sooner or later in a Blues shirt. The Argentine said of Modric after the match, "Well, I think he needs to be more in the spirit to score. But normally, today he played 45 minutes. He needs to have continuity. But first of all he needs to build his continuity and trust during the trainings during the week." And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.